Hi, I'm Mike, PokeTips Mike, and this week the Sword and Shield news just does not stop. Earlier this week, courtesy of gameinformer.com, we learned that there were going to be 18 gyms in Pokemon Sword and Shield, as well as lots of other interesting mechanics like auto-saving and even a potential way to change your Pokemon's nature. And tomorrow there's going to be a 24-hour Pokemon Sword and Shield livestream, so I honestly was not expecting anything today. But once again, Game Informer is coming at us with some brand new Pokemon Sword and Shield news. The first one is a very important and personally I think it's kind of a disappointing update. So like I mentioned last time, a few employees from gameinformer.com traveled to Tokyo, Japan to go visit Game Freak's headquarters and get some exclusive behind-the-scenes information about the games. One of the biggest and craziest things that they revealed to us was that there was going to be 18 gyms in Pokemon Sword and Shield. But unfortunately, it's looking like that was a mistranslation. After the news broke out the other day and everybody started talking about how there's going to be 18 gyms in Sword and Shield, the Pokemon Company reached out to Game Informer and said, whoa, there aren't going to be 18 gyms in Sword and Shield. That might have been a mistranslation or some sort of error. They discussed this error today on their podcast, and then they went ahead and read the full statement from Pokemon.
So I have the whole quote here. There are 18 different types of gyms in the story, and depending on the version, which gyms are in the minor league and which gyms are in the major league are different. For example, in Sword, the fighting type gym will be in the major league, but in Shield, the ghost type. The idea is that every year the Galar region is playing, and which gyms make it into the minor league versus the major league changes.
So overall, it's still kinda confusing on how many gyms we're actually going to be fighting in Sword and Shield, but it's not going to be 18. Instead, it's gonna be closer to what we're used to with like 8 gyms in the classic Pokemon games. Personally, I'm very disappointed hearing this news. I was so excited because this would be such a huge change in the formula of Pokemon, having so many different gym leaders to fight, and a lot of people, myself included, were thinking 18 gyms meant one gym of each type, so you'd be challenged everywhere in your adventure. So again, it's still up in the air on how many gyms we're going to be battling in Sword and Shield. I kind of wish when Pokemon tried to clarify this whole situation, they would just say, oh, there's going to be 8 gyms, oh, there's going to be 10 gyms, because it's not really a spoiler how many gyms there are in a Pokemon game. But anyway, on the bright side, we did get some good information about Sword and Shield. We're going to be getting our first tease of the starter evolutions next week from Game Informer. On the same podcast, right after discussing this, they revealed they had some special videos focused on each of the 3 new starter Pokemon, Sobble, Scorbunny, and Grookey, and it's going to highlight a little bit about the design process and even give us a little tease on what they said might be relevant for their evolution. Now, they're not going to be revealing the starter evolutions, but based on information that we get in those trailers, we might be able to get a little bit of a hint on what they might evolve into. So based on that information, I think it's pretty safe to say that the 24-hour Sword and Shield Glimwood Tango livestream tomorrow is not going to reveal the starter evolutions. If it did, these tease videos wouldn't really make any sense. But at this point, I really just want to know anything about the starter evolutions. It's been, what, almost 8 months since we had the starters revealed to us, and we still don't know what they evolve into? Any day now, Game Freak, any day now. So what do you think about today's news? Are you disappointed to find out there aren't going to be 18 gyms in Sword and Shield? Or are you excited to find out that we're actually going to get a tease of the starters next week? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you haven't already, give it a thumbs up right now, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and my friends, I'll be seeing you in the next one.